Welcome to this week's lab. We're going to do natural selection and evolution. As usually, when you go into, you go through course content, you go to the module overview, and then you see the module activities. I put this picture, these pictures are not by accident, as you probably figured out by now. This is what natural selection is. You don't necessarily need to, outrun the predator. You need to outmaneuver your competition. So it's all about, there's some cooperation, but there's also competition. So it's about outrunning the competition. And either you run faster or you hide better, or you need to eat less, or it's all about advantages and disadvantages. And that's what I want you to think about here. As usually, you find your lab handout here, so you just click on the folder, and then you find the lab handout folder, the PowerPoint folder, and the question set folder. There's a lecture part, and the PowerPoint can be found here. This time we don't have a demo lecture, so you're only going to have the natural selection lecture. There is the biology book, the free biology book, does a pretty good job talking about the evidence for evolution. It is real. And nobody is asking you not to believe in God. So do you make choices about God and evolution? That's not a thing. That's not really actually a feature. And we can talk about that if you guys want to talk about that. And then in terms of activities, you've got a couple of different activities. There's the question set, the lecture quiz as usually. There's an activity, a Labster activity. And then there's a question set quiz. And then last but not least, there's a natural selection activity that you can play. And if you click on it, it gets you to this site. And you can just play it right from this site. Sadly, it doesn't work with iPads. So I think it works with Macs, but I don't think it works with iPads. And when you click on this, you get this activity that's basically a natural selection activity, and you can make choices. The first thing you got to do is you got to give this little dude a mate. Without a mate, they just all die. And then they do what rabbits do, right? Every so and so often, one rabbit makes two rabbits, and see, we got several generations of rabbits now. And then, we can add environmental factors to these rabbits, and we can change fur colors to these rabbits. Apparently, this takes a little while. And so you can just play with these different conditions, and if you're lucky, your bunny rabbits survive and take over the earth. I'm going to take the wolves out because it's a whole lot more fun to see the bunnies take over the earth. So after so and so many generations, if you don't put predators in there, the bunnies will eventually take over the earth. So this is kind of fun to play with. You can adjust the food, you can limit the food, you can adjust the teeth. I don't know what the ears do, but you can just play around with these things and see what happens, and see, and then your assignment, as the bunnies are getting ready to take over the earth, your assignment then will be to literally just submit a screenshot of your activity, of some version of what you did, and tell me what you did. Tell me what you tried. Did you try the ears? Did you try the fur? You also can change, I believe you can change the environment. Hang on. Yes, you can change the environment. You can put them all into Antarctica. And we probably should add some wolves again because they have taken over the world. So just play with this and have some fun with that. And then tell me a little bit what you learned about natural selection and evolution in the process of this. And that's it for this week. The other thing you have this week is the exam. and you will find the exam here under where it says exams. Right now, there's just exams. You will find the exams here, and the exam will cover macromolecules, enzyme kinetics, microscopy, cell cycle, and evolution. For preparation, your best bet is to go and do all the options you have for the lecture quizzes. Make sure you understand the lab manuals, and good luck with that.